Alright, we found the Goblin King in the library. He's got the book. We're all set on that stuff. It's just that in order to get the book, we need to figure out which of these two leaders might be going against him. And it was suggested, I believe, that the vendors might have something to say. So the fact that I've helped both of them probably will help me.
You smell foul.
Hello again. I bet you hear a lot, being a merchant of the Crocus clan. Do you know of any plots to kill the Goblin King? Kill the king? No. But I think Grogan, merchant of Gwar clan, tried to kill the whole Crocus clan. He sold me tainted Ember, told me it was real Ember. I've never seen real Ember. I not know it tainted. Lucky that tainted Ember made my dear crazy, so I not resell it to clan. It would make whole clan crazy. That's not a bad point. If he was specifically...
Speak fast.
If he really did go out and try to poison an entire clan, then it seems like maybe he would be the traitor group trying to remove the... If he's a member, if his group is against it, then like you could think that maybe he's what I'm trying to say. If he's part of the traitor group, then it would make sense that he would be trying to if goblins are fighting each other. Oh, tainted Ember. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's that tainted Ember situation then, huh? We should probably deal with him. Gotta put him down. He done gone crazy. You guys are... Alright, they did not want us touching that. That's bad. But yeah, if his group's trying to overthrow the king, then it would make sense that it would send tainted Ember to the people loyal to the king to wipe out his army before doing any sort of uprising or attack. Hello, Kook. You found the book. Thank you. I can definitely make the gruel in here. This will shut them up for a while.
Speak fast.
Thanks again. If you're ever hungry, you know where to find me. Alright, so that's not going to get me a lot done then. Yeah, let's head to Grogan, the other vendor, and see what we can learn from them. That's the way to go. The Great Bard's Tales. It's always, yeah, the number of books in this place would be tough to process in any decent amount of time. RPG people always like to write. It's probably good. It's probably good practice actually if you want to make a. Whoa! All this money. I see you there. Don't touch that. It's not yours to take. Oh, sorry. I'll put it back. All right. So if we wipe out this group, or anything wipes them out, then hey, that's money on the floor. That'd be a nice reward, isn't it? But they know what they're doing. All right. They know. But yeah, on some level, I think that RPG creators, I think they try to write a lot about their universe, even if it'll never get used in a game in any meaningful way, just because that adds texture and it helps exercise their idea of how concrete their universe is and how parts of it work. So writing a whole bunch of little mini-fictions involving it, I'll probably help flesh that out. That's probably why you get libraries like this that are just filled with what are essentially like the scraps and concept art equivalent of writing.
Why are you bothering me?
Hello, outsider. Remember, you are in Gwar clan territory. Watch yourself. What do you think of Crocus? Crocus? Ha! King's little lackey thinks he has power just because he leads his weakling clan. Gwar clan, much stronger. So you're the clan leader of just like Crocus? Not like Crocus. My clan ready for battle. We don't sit around telling stories and playing music. We train, we get stronger, we ready for war. Thank you for the information. We'll be going on now. That's right, you go now. We watching you. Alright, well, I know which clan I would prefer to have still around. The one that likes books instead of moider. Wasn't the vendor right here? Just gonna take all of his money real quick. Don't mind me. He's not gonna guard it. Is that him? There's Grogan. Hey, Grogan.
You smell foul.
Hello, outsider. Welcome to Grogan's shop of many expensive goods. We sell expensive goods for cheap, especially to outsiders. The Goblin King said you know a lot about what goes on here. Do you know of any plots to overthrow him? What? Why would I know that, you silly? We're from Gwar clan. We loyal to King. Gwar never tried to take over. That isn't much of a denial, Grogan. You're an outsider. What does it matter? Even if I help Guar do bad things, you never find proof. You'll never find where I stash Guar clan secrets. Alright. So if Grogan, you could, like, politely wander away for a moment. And I could go over here where you're stashing all of your Guar clan secrets. That'd be pretty sweet. Is there a way to distract him by, like, making noise over here?
Step up to great prices. I am Grogan.
Walk her away.
Good stuff.
There we go.
Maybe I go salvage.
Secret plans. Well, that was easy. What's on here? Alright, I'll take a look at that one for a second. Why not? Alright. Anything else? Let's go ahead and get out of that base before he notices anything. All these notes and everything. It goes into other, doesn't it? Oh, let's, yep. 5 surefire ways to deal with a sandcrawler. By, Irritum Glorpin. That's a name. Is there anything better than fine silk, that soft, luxurious feel, belying its tough, sturdy quality? It's a fabric of the gods, one that any citizen of Domus would clamor to get a hold of, but therein lies the problem. Fine, hard-spun silk is the province of sandcrawlers, a race so quiet and sneaky that they are a challenge to find. Anyone who has searched for these stealthy merchants understands quite well what I mean. They appear at random, set apparently random prices for their silk, and only seem to sell a small portion of what they produce, leading one to believe that they themselves have little use for it. An enigmatic race indeed. Luckily for all of you, Irritum Glorpin is on the case. Recently, I spent 8 months living in the Eastern Desert in order to better understand the sandcrawlers, determine exactly what it is that they like, and what will bring them forth to impart their wonderful textiles. The results were a bit haphazard, but I have come up with 5 hard rules to follow if you want to purchase their silk. 1. Only attempt to buy during the day. This rule became apparent in the first week. The sandcrawlers are a very insular race. By day, they do not enjoy the company of outsiders and exhibit little in the way of patience. At night, they tend to get downright violent towards anyone who intrudes upon them. While on my sojourn, I saw a campfire in the distance, around which several sandcrawlers were dancing. It seemed the perfect opportunity to approach and ask them about their culture and silk. I was wrong. 20 minutes later, after a severe beating and a considerable amount of screeching, they dumped me into a nearby pond and essentially left me for dead. During the next few weeks, as I battled hallucinations and infections, I took the lesson to heart. At night, just leave them alone. 2. Always bring far too much gold. Sandcrawlers do not negotiate price. They simply state what they want, and you pay it. Either that, or they hurt you and move on to a new customer. Therefore, it is important to simply bring more than the needed amount of currency. That way, you'll be prepared for a vendor you are dealing with to be in a bad mood, which may have prompted him to raise his prices since the last time you asked him. It's unfair, I know, but no one else has proven capable of producing the kind of silk that they specialize in. This is interesting because I'm kind of wondering if we're setting up an actual type of vendor or character or creature that I'm going to encounter in the desert, in the desert region later on. Always carry too much gold. Alright. 3. Sandcrawlers absolutely love mead. Their little grubby fingers can't get enough of the stuff. It doesn't matter the flavor, but they will do anything to get some. Bringing mead to a meetup can result in significantly lower prices. If you leave some near the grounds in the desert, you can draw them out into the open and start a bidding war in your favor. Beware, though, once the mead runs out, so does the friendliness. Sandcrawlers sober up quickly and attack even more quickly. Be sure to bring more than enough. Always anticipate multiple vendors showing up, unless of course you wish to be beaten to a bloody pulp. So if the sandcrawlers turn out to be some kind of vendor or something in this game that I will actually encounter, I'm going to want to keep an eye out for mead, it looks like. 4. Do not ever touch a sandcrawler without permission. Astute readers might notice a bit of a pattern of caution here. While I still carry the bruises and scars which prove these points true. On one particular exchange, I made this very mistake. I had brought more than enough mead and more than enough gold. I had them laughing their obnoxiously loud cackles, which I was quite proud to have achieved. I told a simple joke about a dwarf wedding and finished the punchline by slapping one of the sandcrawlers on the back. I must have been unconscious and on my back in 30 seconds. I woke up 24 hours later, naked, covered in urine, without any mead or gold, just one of many near-death experiences during these 8 months. But only 5. Buy only what you see displayed. Never put in an order for a future delivery of silk. Sandcrawlers are an extremely forgetful people. They will have a lot of trouble telling the other races and individuals apart. If, somehow, they manage to remember the order at all, they are just as likely to inadvertently deliver it to a complete stranger. It is an extremely frustrating proposition. They also provide no refunds, and, as we established before, can become extremely violent, especially at night, if you enter into a conversation with them about not fulfilling their end of a bargain. There they are, 5 rules to follow when dealing with sandcrawlers. I must admit, the 8 months I spent clinging to life in the desert are not times to look back on fondly. I learned very little about the construction of sandcrawler society, or why they spin silk and sell it for gold they rarely spend. I do not know whether they live underground, or whether the several mirages I saw were actually small villages. I bear them considerably less love than I did before this travesty commenced. My final conclusion, the sandcrawlers are not people to be trifled with. Buyer beware. That was a bit of fun, wasn't it? We'll see if that actually shows up as a thing later. Actually, let's look at the map real quick and review. Is there an obvious pinnacle? Is that looks like a desert area? Yeah, we'll see if when I go south to Pinnacle, if sandcrawlers become a regular thing for us to see. Let's see, ritualistic dances. I'm looking for... It's probably a key item, I'm sure. Secret plans. Guar's attempt to rebellion, yep. Guar, if you reading this letter, then I am gone. I not want to be in library when fighting begins. I sold the Crocus clan the tainted Ember like you said. They will go crazy and kill each other. The Goblin King too weak to defend against Guar clan without Crocus clan behind him. Destroy this letter when you read it. Grogan. Oh, never mind. It's Grogan's letter. Okay. I was gonna say it's like all of those moments in Deus Ex where somebody's supposed to get rid of something and they don't, but in this case he actually just hadn't sent it to them yet. Whoops. Well, that was a straightforward enough solution. We just head right back to the Goblin King and spread the good news. Bad news. The bad good news. Yeah, no big deal, Goblin King. It's just your primary military group is rebelling. It's fine. No big deal. I kind of figured that the other clan was going to be loyal to him because one of the only character traits we have so far is that both of them have some interest, at least, in books and learning of some kind, as opposed to this group of punching bags and bag punchers, basically, that we have in the top corner over there. These are some surprisingly long halls. Hello, Kaelor. And hello, Goblin King. Let's see, just in case this is immediately followed up with combat, I might as well establish ourselves a save. There we go.
Yes. Tonight there will be a beheading, followed by a feast. I would invite you to stay, but I doubt you would find the entree palatable. As I promised, here is your book. Leave now.
Let's see what this book says. Oh, goddess on an altar. This book is warded. None of us can read it. And we were so close. All right, fine. Let's return to Radiance. Julius the librarian might be able to help us. If anyone knows how to remove a ward, he does.
Alright, time to head on back then. Right back to Radiance. So there's like you usually expect to happen, there's another obstacle. We got the book that finally lets us do the thing that we didn't have the ability to do before, and now we can't use the book. So next step. Maybe they'll send me over to the Bog of Souls or the Shepherd Plains. I just figured we'd go to another nearby location. That said, also tempting to ignore the quest and check out this question mark we have over here, huh? I'm kind of curious about that. Let's head back outside. Nah, I ended up just going back to Radiance anyway. I forgot that those question marks are still in a zone we haven't visited yet, because the Goblin Library actually, when you leave it, still takes you back to the same zone that we were in before, the main forest zone that we've been in, well, for the whole game so far. So we'll wait until the opportunity comes to push into the next zone before I start doing the side quests of said zones. Otherwise, we'll just be a little premature, because I'll be sent there anyway, I'm sure. Alright, Julians.
Lightbringer, behind me is our library. It's small, but, well, it is a superb collection nevertheless.
Cora tells me you can help remove a ward on an ancient tome. I can tell you how to do it, but I can't do it myself. I'm not a Lightbringer, obviously. Lightbringers have the ability to remove wards.
Speak.
No, very few Lightbringers have those types of abilities. Only those dedicated to research and study might have known how to do it. So, how can I counter the ward? Restoration of the Lightbringer is an ancient book warded by Ember magic. How do you counter an Ember ward? With an Ember. I realize you've been dead a long time, but try to keep up with me. You harness the power of Domos through your Ember companion and into the book. Understand? Fia won't be harmed by this, will she? I don't think your people were in the habit of creating rituals that harmed Embers. That makes sense, but I'm afraid I need more specific instruction. Very well. Just outside the main temple, there is a lovely shrine the Lightbringers built. You might start by putting the book on the altar. See what happens. Alright, so this is the library back here, huh? Oh, goodness. Yeah, there's the Lightbringer Legacy. Do the Gods Exist? Ancient Goblin Ritualistic Dances. Goblin Guide to Healthy Living. Mystical Portal. Is there a way to the Abyss? The Village Idiot. And Varos, the Foundation of Life. Alright. One more place to visit whenever I'm feeling for like grabbing a book for the episode. I'm going to try not to double up on them after having just read the last one. So our goal's over there, but we don't really have a bridge around here. Alright, cool. Just got to backtrack a little bit. We'll get there. Wait, are these crafting locations? Oh, no, there's just a shepherd tenant right there, and that's it. I saw something pop up, and I'm like, oh, is that a usable thing? We still need to get a little bit more into some of the crafting stuff. Although we don't have a lot of recipes yet. Yeah, they talk about their small library, but I think there's an entire 2 or 3 other libraries worth of books just scattered throughout the entire area because of how many bookshelves there are aside from that main one. Fairy bell. Is that a... Looks like it's a plant? Yeah. Might as well pick up what I can. It's their crafting materials. I see one down here too. Oh, I walked past it. Oh, it's right there. I see you. Gotcha. Alright, so here's the altar they're talking about. Well, that's dramatic. Hello? I can't use that. I can't use that. I can't... Okay, good. Let's go find it in here. Restoration of the Lightbringer. There we go. So drag and drop does work, so I'm not crazy. I tried to do drag and drop on that one, the goblin in the first dungeon before, with the thing that I thought that they wanted, and it wasn't working, so I didn't think it was going to work, but now we have confirmation. You can't use the altar. Can I read the book? I can. Restoration of the Lightbringer by Anonymous. There will come a time when the light leaves the land, and the 3 that were children become the master. The children will grow, but they will give in to their darkness, and with time they shall rot from within. When the poison is too much, and hope is forgotten, the first spells will be cast. The life force will blossom, and the light will return. But to bring the light, the provider will lose much else. A time will come when the resurrected must be made whole, when the beating red stone inside of us all must be found, and taken back from the evil that has hidden it these many years. Take heed this prophecy, learn wholly its words. A being without a heart is a leader without remorse, and the only hope Domos has is a Lightbringer made whole.
We must go speak to Sirma about this.
I wish you would ask for things more nicely, sister.
So we have a pretty direct confirmation of the idea that taking a Lightbringer and fixing them and giving them all the power they're supposed to have will be the key to saving the world. Oh, Cora leveled up. Hello. Definitely the intellect, maybe a bit of vitality, not variety. There we go. So was it just you? Oh yeah, she's still ahead of the main character. That's fine. So we have a character named Cora, and I'm a character who needs to be made whole, that has amnesia and has been fractured by some great extinction event that wiped out everyone else that was like me. And I can't be the only person thinking about Avatar right now. It's impossible. You're all thinking about Avatar right now. all of us are in unison at the same time.
Do you have a question for me, Lightbringer?
Another group of experience. That was a surprise. Greetings, Lightbringer. We hear that you have removed the ward. What does the book say? It is a prophecy. It refers to a Lightbringer being made whole by finding his heart. I don't understand it. Ah. We had hoped this would not be the case. You see, over the years, the Lightbringers' tombs in the Barrows have been raided repeatedly. Many of their hearts were stolen, including yours. The thief, or thieves, must have been quite powerful, having succeeded in bypassing the enchantments upon the graves. Wait, are you saying this is literally true? I am missing my own heart. Your body may be animate, your lungs may go through the motions of respiration, but blood does not move through your veins yet. You are, and forgive us for the indelicacy, an undead being. The prophecies correctly foretold this, but they also indicate that you can be made wholly alive again. Who in the world steals someone's heart? I have no idea. The desecration must have been recent. Our monks searched the barrows for clues, but there was simply nothing out of place. Everything was left untouched, including live embers and a fortune in the artifacts and rare materials. The only items taken were the desiccated hearts of the Lightbringers' mummified bodies. A gruesome business, Lightbringer. But what use is Lightbringer's heart? What a horrific thing to steal. Someone must have found a use for them, but we have no idea what that could be. There are rumors of hearts trading for great sums. We should begin looking immediately. Where would I possibly find such a thing? Huh. In circumstances such as these, we would reluctantly attempt to approach the Thieves' Guild in the City of Light. The guild is a center of illicit trade. Nothing of value moves without their knowledge. Where can I find this guild? We have no first-hand knowledge of the guild's location. It probably moves from time to time to thwart detection, but we know of a pub in the City of Light's dock district. This pub is called the Salty Keg. We have little doubt that we will find individuals there who can assist you in locating the guild. Thank you, Surma. We will leave immediately. May the wisdom of the goddess guide you, Lightbringer. While you're gone, we will research the ritual necessary to reunite you with your heart. Alright, so City of Light. Yep, way down there. So as expected, I'm now going to be going through this orangey area that I was talking about going through before, because there was clearly some side quests cropping up there. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't have the best fast travel options. My main fast travel spot is in the top corner of Darkwood, so we're probably going to have to go for a walk across this place. Yeah, the connecting tissue is way over here. Let's go for a jog. And here we are on the boundary here, by the paths and everything, and we just make our little walk, and boop, new location, Southern Forest. The transition's nice and clean. It's kind of impressive to have such a big world kind of seamlessly moving along when you're playing it, just because it's a kind of a smaller game. At least more of an indie game where you wouldn't expect it to quite pull that off. I'm going to go up around these hills if I can. There's some sort of craggy rocks around here. So it looks like there's a quest over here. Any bad guys around? The map's pretty empty so far. Get little blips of guys up there. I think those are the guys that try to stop you from taking this path. They're trying to have you pay a toll or something, or saying that people aren't allowed through. But I just walked around them by not being on the path. Clever, clever trick. No one could ever figure that out on their own. Oh, that's a dying guy. He's a postmaster.
Don't hurt me!
I'm finished. What happened to you? Break-ins stabbed me good. Please, hear my dying request. Speak, friend. These scrolls must be delivered. By the postman's code, I cannot fail. Please, help me with my task. Very well, rest easy, Postmaster. And he's dead. We have 3 letters that need to be delivered to 3 different characters. Quest received. The Postmaster only dies once. Aww. Poor person. So that's Adahi the Hermit over there. Oh, where am I? Oh, those are fast travel spots. Whoops. So one here, one in the farmlands, and one in the City of Light, it looks like. Oh, also in the Pinnacle? Are those all letters? They are. Wow, that is a lot of objectives for this. So I would suspect that the postman's function was probably to essentially just give me the waypoints to several other characters that probably are all quest givers, I would guess. I could be wrong, but playing enough RPGs in general, I kind of come to expect that for sure. Those are wolves. Hello, wolves. Nice to meet you. There's a lot of you guys, huh? What's levels of this zone? 5 to 9. Don't necessarily know what level the wolves are, though. I don't think. Let's back off a little bit with a Lightbringer. He's being attacked directly. There we go. Make better use of this moment of strength if I'm not covered in attacks. A few teleporting attacks. Those savage wolves aren't really joining the fight, are they? Is it the sage's fault? Are they afraid of Scarlet Sage? Strange sight. Will they fight me if I click on them and actually start hitting them? Everybody attack this guy because it's right in front of us. Use Flash Strike. There we go. You can't ignore us when I teleport to you. How's that working out for you?
My training is paying off.
Alright, we should probably heal you. Oh, you have the best heal and you're the... You have the best heal and you're the one who is out of energy. Whoops. Think I can make this work though? That is not a strong healing spell. We're clear though. And when I can, I do prefer to do what I can to not use potions. So getting through that fight without that kind of damage means I get to just rest. That keeps things easy. Trying to keep our supplies up. I don't care that much if I have crappy experience bonuses from resting too much. It generally seems, I kind of feel like it might be a linear progression where it's just making up for lost time when it gives you a lot, and that you might not lose them that much if you rest frequently, because all these smaller bonuses might add up to be similar in effect to the larger bonus you would have gotten if you waited longer. But I'm pretty much talking out my ass because I don't know. Black Dahlia. There we go. Grabbing what I can. We pretty much need to loop around to meet this guy. We'll find out what his woes are. This is atmospheric, kind of, isn't it? The dark forest with all the trees sticking up, and you can tell they're 3D because of the way that they kind of change perspective as you walk by. Mixed with the background, well, to be fair, the very stock sounds we're hearing in the background. Like, I think there's the exact same forest sounds I would hear as a kid when I played the game Sim Park. And that was like 20 years ago. Stock sounds have a long lifetime. The fine iron repeater and superior heavy leather armor recipes. Nice. Along with also money stuff. Cool. Good to pick up on some recipes so we can actually have some stuff to pick from, since the results of these kinds of crafting are supposed to be better. Let's see here. There we go. Don't see any reason not to just learn everything I can in that situation. And is it journal that has crafting? Yeah. So we have superior heavy leather armor, and now heavy leather helm, iron ingots and leather cap patterns, leather and iron ingot for the armor itself. Alright. Not too bad. We just need to figure out how to get certain item types. I don't know if I have an iron ingot yet. Fine iron repeater. It's a bow. Average damage is 60. Strength 3 dexterity. Intellect and vitality. Average damage 60. Is that bad for me? Yeah, at the moment it would not be an impressive upgrade. Unless I had some sort of crazy bonuses on it or something. But it's good to be increasing our stock. Let's grab all the crafting resources I can. Got ourselves a copper... Yep, yeah, it's copper ore. So I need to figure out how to smelt ingots, so I can actually have something more than just ore at this point. Benedict.
Oh, you scared me.
Help. Help, please. My friend has been hurt. Come quickly. With haste. Take me to him. This is going to be a trap. This way. It's always a trap in RPGs, isn't it? Oh, no, you're going towards the quest givers, I think. Or, yeah, he looks hurt. No, it's a trap. I was right the first time. Get him, boys. Take everything this gullible bastard's got. Well, you say gullible bastard, but you're really going to be the one that pays for this one. To be fair. The Lightbringer back off a little bit because he's melee. I mean, not melee. There we go. Gonna use Berserk. Can also kind of get Core right up in there. Ground Smash. There we go. Lightbringer's gonna get angry. Let's have everyone attack Robert. Who's not attacking Robert right now is a Lightbringer. Cora. There we go. We'll focus on Robert for the moment. Ground Smash. Seems awfully effective in this situation. Ground Smash. Die, Robert. Alright. So focus on this guy next. Getting some explosive shots and some fire arrows off. Kind of just alternating between the two right now. I am really much triggering everybody's attacks over and over again. It's one way to down them all quickly. Yeah, we're pretty much there. Got him. Alright, yeah, tell me more about my gullibility and how much you are going to take advantage of that. Sure seems like it worked out for you. Oh, Jesus Christ, we have some items to go through. I'll go through them all at once, rather than staring at them all as I pick them up. I'll probably oftentimes stock up on a whole bunch of items, then get to a vendor, and then look through all the ones that are upgrades and sell off the ones that aren't, and manage it all at once. Otherwise, we'll spend a lot of time staring at inventory, which admittedly is often part of the genre.